Yo, what's good? What's good? C Hick here. What the deal is, man? You know what I'm bringing? You know what I'm bringing? I'm bringing that crypto. So, what's happening, everybody? Man, I just got this thought on my mind, man. I like reading up on this information, man. This technology, staying in tune, keeping up with the trends, and by doing that, I you just keep putting two and two together, and you're coming up uh, with your own idea of how to explain what's going on in society. Just putting out content for anybody who's curious, for that unique individual out there that's looking for answers about the industry of cryptocurrency, the industry of blockchain technology, the industry of cartography. And Satoshi Nakamoto, he wrote this white paper, and what a white paper is in the technology industry, it is the overall plan of a, say, application, or the code, not necessarily the code, but it explains the overall goal of a coded application that's built and deployed to the internet. Satoshi Nakamoto had a few developers that was helping him on the project of Bitcoin. I know one guy by the name of Hal Finley. He's one of them. Another guy, Craig Wright. I think there's about two more. I just can't think of their names right off the head. But I remember Hal Finley name so clear, because that's the individual person that Satoshi sent the first. They conducted the first Bitcoin transaction with each other. I think Satoshi Nakamoto's son, Hal Finley, Bitcoin. That was one of the first recorded transaction on the Bitcoin blockchain. And the other guy, Craig Wright, I just hear his name quite often, because he was basically saying that he is Satoshi Nakamoto, but no one believes it. He can't prove it. I mean, he's been sued, and he's have sued people about this, statement that he's made. The original wallet of Satoshi Nakamoto holds a maximum supply of 1 million BTC, or 1 million Bitcoin. It rarely ever has any activity. It has activity, but it's rarely. I mean, this wallet rarely moves or does any type of transactions. But Craig Wright stating that he's Satoshi Nakamoto, but he can't, do anything on this wallet. You can't move anything out of it into it. You can't do nothing with it. You don't have the private keys. So if you don't have the private keys, you're not Satoshi Nakamoto, because you can't do anything with that wallet. That's just common sense. But even though he's not Satoshi Nakamoto, he still helped work on the project. So I respect him for that. You might be out here still looking for information about cryptocurrency, blockchain technology, DLT, distributed ledger technology. And I understand that, but that's fine. We all once were interested, and that becoming interested, it just sometimes it just keeps eating at you. You just gotta find out, what's going on. But as I was stating, Satoshi Nakamoto he wrote this white paper explaining to society or anybody who's interested in knowing what is the intent of Bitcoin, why he created it, what is it, and how it operates. Satoshi Nakamoto gifted the world with Bitcoin. In the white paper, he expressed that he knew about other technology that was kind of more advanced than the technology he created Bitcoin with. He actually gave tribute to some other developers that sparked his interest in his white paper. You see, Satoshi Nakamoto was a computer coder. And one thing about computer coders, you may know how to code, but there's somebody else out there who knows how to code a little better than you. There's somebody that's a little more smarter than you in your own area of expertise, but that's fine. If you know how to code, hey, you on point. It don't mean you smart because you know how to code, because you was taught how to do it, or maybe you was self-taught. It does mean, you've learned something. But coding is just like learning, how to read. It's like learning how to do basic math. It's based on memory. It's based on memory, knowing how to code. I know it sounds difficult if you've never coded before, if you've never written a computer program. I know just saying, hey, write this computer program can be something that it sounds to someone who's never done it, but don't even have an idea where to begin. It can sound, it sounds, like impossible. but it's not. It's just memory. Learning how to code, write code. They got different languages, different languages. So you want to start with the basic that the majority of the society is using, the coding language, and just go from there. You got JavaScript, C++. What was I trying to? I was messing with something. What was I messing with? What was that? I was trying to develop that computer code. I was trying to learn. Yeah, I forgot. But it's a game. Python. You got Rust. You got these new. You got Solidity. All of these are more up to date computer code, computer languages that they're using. On the blockchain industry. You see, Satoshi Nakamoto, I believe, used the computer language of I think C++. I believe, I think so, to build the Bitcoin blockchain. But just hearing those words, computer language, it's enough to throw you off. But don't feel left out. Don't even feel left out. Because I was saying, Satoshi Nakamoto, I really believe that he gave the people a gift with Bitcoin. He gave us an example of what can be done. And I don't think Bitcoin was the finished product. In my opinion, I just think he wanted to start us off with something. Because he knew, as a computer programmer, Bitcoin would not be the last stop. He had to know this. I don't believe he just created Bitcoin blockchain and believe that this is going to be, the only blockchain to be used, or would become the world's number one blockchain that everybody will eventually come to use the Bitcoin blockchain. I don't think he really believed that, but I do believe he knew that what he started, as time progressed, more developers will come and build onto what he started, and eventually branch out of the Bitcoin network and create more highly effective blockchains off of the example that he gave us with Bitcoin. See, that white paper is an introduction to what Bitcoin has to offer society, the safe rails it provides. I mean, the protection of one's value, of your economic value, your money, your time. Bitcoin protects your time, which equals your money. It's a hedge against inflation. Bitcoin is scarce. It's very scarce. There's not too much of it in the world. There's only 21 million Bitcoins to ever be created. You hear about 5 million of that probably been lost throughout the existence of Bitcoin from people just, you know, losing the seed phrase, losing the USB ports that they saved their Bitcoin to, or a USB drive, or however they was storing the Bitcoin. At the time, especially in the beginning years. I mean, you had a guy pay somebody 10,000 Bitcoin, for 2 Papa John pizzas back in the day. In the really early stages of Bitcoin, maybe like 2009, 2010. Yeah. Just like I said, Satoshi Nakamoto knew. I know he knew that the buck would not stop with Bitcoin. He opened up a door of opportunity of what can be done with Bitcoin. Bitcoin is an example of what is to come. I believe that Bitcoin will be around forever because the blockchain was deployed to continue to run nonstop until the last Bitcoin is mined or minted or created. And that's supposed to happen in the year 2140. But really what you need to understand is that there is other technology that is available in the blockchain industry that is is way more sophisticated than a Bitcoin blockchain that was produced by Satoshi Nakamoto. There are some very high sophisticated technology that is being used to add on to Satoshi Nakamoto's dream of an internet of value. This is a new ballgame. We've gone from being able to send messages over the internet through emails, text messaging, video messaging. I mean, all types of messages that we can send back and forth throughout the world in mere seconds, to now being able to send value over the internet just as fast as we can send a text message or an email. You can send monetary value to someone, some person, some bank, anywhere in the world at the speed of light, securely, transparently. I mean, I know you may not understand that right now, but we've never had an internet of value that was open to the public. The only system of value that we've ever had as people was that of which the banks created, controlled, or that which the government created and controlled. And that system of value is just the banking industry. The banking industry has been over and controlled our money for over 400 something years. Probably longer than that. With the establishment of with the establishment of Bitcoin, this gives the people you understand this is real American history. This is not even American history, this is world history in the making. You know, I like history. I love learning about the past because you can kind of get an idea of what happened in the past. But like, damn, you know, that's kind of what's going on now. Because history, if you ever study history in any culture, what you really find is that the shit repeats. It repeats itself. That's the crazy thing about history. History repeats itself. But throughout history, what changes it is the technological breakthroughs and with technology that helps people evolve. But history, it always repeats itself. The Bitcoin technology, or the Bitcoin blockchain, gives people the first time in the history of the world, it gives the people of the world, it gives us a choice. You get a choice now. You get a choice. You get to choose if you want to use your current banking system, the people that control your money, your time that you've worked for money and put it in the bank. You give it to the bank, you give it to the people. Man, look, you work, you get paid, you put your money in the bank because you trust the banks. We've been taught, trained to believe that the banks are safe. You know, that our money is, you do believe that when you put your money in the bank that money is yours. That's absolutely wrong. But the majority of people in the world, you tell them that if you say, hey, look, you put your money in the bank, that's not really your money you put in the bank. That's not your money. If you tell somebody that, they look at you crazy, like, it is my money. I got access to it. I got my security code, my online code. I got an account number. Right? It's mine. What you mean? It's a whole other topic, man. You see, Satoshi Nakamoto knew this. He knew this. That's why he built the Bitcoin blockchain. To give the world a gift. You get a choice whether you want to bank with the traditional banking industry. Do you want to hold your money in the banks, or do you want to hold your money? Do you want to convert your hard-earned money into Bitcoin? And you are in charge and have custody and control over your money. First time in history, 2009, when Bitcoin was deployed to the world, you had a choice. And the choice was available, but there wasn't much information out there about Bitcoin other than this white paper. And if you didn't read this white paper, you didn't have an understanding of what Bitcoin is or the goal of Bitcoin. And still, if you read it, it's a proof of concept. It is in its baby infancy stages, and but everything starts in that infant stage. Bitcoin started. You could have been mining Bitcoin using your regular computer at the house, using a regular desktop computer. You could have been mining it for, a little nothing. You could have hundreds, if not thousands, of Bitcoin right now. Just plugging your computer up and just connecting it to the network and mining Bitcoin. But just like I said, who knew? Who knew Bitcoin would have developed to what it is right now and continuing to develop and continue to get more known and popular as a hedge against inflation, as a true asset, as one of the best performing assets in history to date. Who knew? Satoshi Nakamoto, did he have this vision? Did he see Bitcoin ETFs being created when he was writing this white paper? Did he see that? I have no idea. Did he see in his vision of writing this white paper Bitcoin mining companies, mega Bitcoin mining facilities throughout the world? Huge mining facilities, mining Bitcoin. When at one point, all you had to do was mine Bitcoin using your home computer. You could have mined hundreds of these damn things, thousands of them. Did Satoshi see this? Did he see the price of Bitcoin reaching $74,000 a token? From at one point being worth a penny. Did he see this? And yet, as I speak to you right now, Bitcoin is the oldest technology. It's the oldest. That, my friend, I know Satoshi Nakamoto knew because it was the first. It was the first distributed ledger deployed. The first successful distributed ledger deployed on the internet. But my unique person that's listening right now, everything that comes after Bitcoin, all the other cryptocurrencies out there that come after Bitcoin, that was developed after Bitcoin was developed, their goal was to use Bitcoin as an example to build better technology, to do what it is that's not capable to be done on the Bitcoin network, to establish a blockchain that can do what Bitcoin can do. To build more successful and programmable blockchains. The sky's the limit with what can be done with computer science, with computer programming. And I know Satoshi Nakamoto knew this. That's why I say he gave us an example. His example gave birth to the world of altcoins, alternative coins. Those are cryptocurrencies outside of the Bitcoin blockchain. Anything other than Bitcoin is considered an altcoin or alternative coin. And the altcoins, man, that's where the fun starts. That's where the fun begins. And peace out.